Um, let us first have a short exercise. Ayan, nasabi na natin to kanina. So, in this particular example, can you give the specific epithet of onion? Please use the chat box to write the specific epithet of onion. Let's see.
Napabayaan ko lang to.
Numbers. Okay. Christian. And Wilfredo. Oh, they got the correct answer. It must be written in small letters. The SEPA. Okay, very good. How about the...
Ha? Eh di, doon ka kalabrigan. Resort. Yung pangalan niya lang. O, di nagreklamo. Wala man. Nila mo?
Sino tong naka...
Kanya ako.
Ah, sorry. Johnny, pakimute ang iyong mic. Naririnig ka namin. Rinig ka namin at kita ka namin. Okay, thank you. So, how about this one? Can you name the family name of this garlic? Can you give the family name? Can you use the chat box? May Lily family. Yung correct family name. Sabi natin kanina, may qualification yung end ng word na yon. Okay, it's Amaryllidaceae. Sabi natin kanina, kapag family name, dapat it ends with acee. Okay? Ayun, Amaryllidaceae. Ito yung acee. Okay, very good. Thank you, Arian. Miss Bernabe, Judeline, Aloysius, Eliza. Okay. Sige, next move. Let's move on. Okay, how about this one? What is the genus of tomato? What is the genus of the tomato? Okay, very good. Aloysius, Lycopersicum. Okay, next. Rice, corn, wheat, sorghum belongs to what family? Okay, rice, corn, wheat, sorghum belongs to what family? Saan kaya nakabilong ang rice, corn, wheat, and sorghum? Okay, very good. Gramineae, yung dati niyang pangalan, and then Poaceae. Okay, very good. Christian, Eliza, and Ryan. Okay, next. It is the plant division that has true roots, stems, leaves, and vascular tissue, produce seeds, and bears true flowers. What plant division has true roots, stems, leaves, and flowers? Pteridophyta. Is it correct? Okay, very good, Eliza. It's spermatophyta. Okay, spermatophyta. Next. Which is not a characteristic of a dicot? A. Netted venation. B. Fibrous root system. C. Flowers has five or multiple of five petals. And D. Arranged vascular system. Which is not a characteristic of a dicot. Sige, let's see. Lahat sumagot. Try to answer. Which is not a characteristic. The question is not. Alin ang hindi characteristic ng dicot? I haven't seen any correct answer yet. Wala pa ako nakitang correct answer. O, sige. Okay, the correct answer is letter B. Okay, so ang unang nakasagot ng B ay sino? Power of C sila lahat. O, si Gretchen. Okay, Gretchen, you are correct. The fibrous root system. Bakit? Kasi 'di ba, ang mga dicot, they have a netted venation. Yung kanilang dahon, may mga veins. Yung kanilang petals ng flowers are multiple of 4 or multiple of 5, and then arrange yung kanilang vascular system. Pero wala silang fibrous root system kasi yun ay characteristics ng mga monocot. Okay? Next. Which is not a monocot? A. Rice. B. Mung bean. C. Ginger. D. Coconut. Alin ang hindi monocot? Coconut? Okay, correct. Answer is letter B. Okay, letter B. O, madami na nakakuha ng tamang sagot. Okay, next question. Which among the following is a family name? A. Cucurbitales. B. Cucurbita. C. Cucurbitaceae. And D. Cucurbita maxima. Okay, very good. Cucurbitaceae, letter C. Kasi we know na yung kanyang dulo is, ang end niya ay aceae. Next, which among the following is a genus? A. Cucurbitales, B. Cucurbita, C. Cucurbitaceae, and D. Cucurbita maxima. Okay, Aloysius, correct. Cucurbita. Noveline, correct din. Johnny, correct. Okay, the correct answer is Cucurbita. Okay, yung Cucurbitales, ano nga ito? Ito yung kanyang order. Okay, order muna, then family, then genus, then species. Okay, so much for that. Now let's move on with our next topic, agronomic classification of crops. So crops is any useful plant or a plant which is grown for purpose of profit or for food consumption. It is utilized by people directly or indirectly, raw or processed. So on the basis of tradition, the extent of cultivation and intensity of culture, agricultural crops are classified into two main divisions. So yung mga crops natin in agriculture are classified sa dalawa, ang agronomic and then horticultural crops. So when we say agronomic crops, they are also called field crops. Usually they are annual herbaceous crops or plants that are grown under extensive or large-scale culture. So one thing that we must remember or you must remember is that agronomic crops are also known as field crops and they are grown under extensive or large-scale culture. Usually, tinatanim sila sa ng malawakan, okay, malawak yung kanilang area of planting and then also yung kanilang management ay extensive. Meaning to say, it does not require too much effort no or too much agricultural practices in order to produce this type of crops. So these agronomic crops are further classified into their different uses. Okay? So it's yung agronomic crops, they can either be a staple food crop, such as rice and corn, they are staple to us. And also the beans or the mung beans in the Philippines are considered both an agronomic and an horticultural crop. So they are produced in large scale and represent the foundation of our food supply. Okay? So agronomic crops also include cereal grains, pwede ding grain legumes. They can also be grain legumes like sa nabanggit natin, mung bean. And on other countries, the soybean. Okay? It's a legume that is classified under agronomic crops and other uses. Okay, next we have under classification of the agronomic crops, we have the food crops. So from the word itself, it is planted for the primary purpose of having it processed for a food product. Okay, kaya siya food crops. Ang example natin, of course, rice, corn, wheat, and others. Okay, food crops. And then we have the cash crops. So these cash crops are non-food crops. Yung mga halaman na hindi siya kino-consume as pagkain. Okay, they are mainly produced for fiber, for fodder, pagkain ng mga hayop, or for alcohol and narcotics or tobacco production. So ito yung mga non-food crops like for example, napir or tobacco or abaca. Another classification under agronomic crops is the staple crops. So staple. Sa atin dito sa Pilipinas, one of our staple crops is the rice. Okay, these are regularly consumed in traditional diet from which people obtain the major portion of their energy. Alam natin na yung mga cereal crops, they are the source of energy or carbohydrates. So other examples of this are the wheat and the millet. Okay, so these crops are usually grown in other countries. So this is the picture of the millet and this is the picture of the wheat. So here in the Philippines, we are importing wheat-based products. Other classification is the cereal or grain crops. So cereal or grain crops are annual herbaceous plants growing to the that belongs to the grass family, no? Kasi yung rice, yung corn, pati itong sorghum, itong wheat, they are under the grass family or the Gramineae family or the Poaceae family. So they are grown for their seeds or grains. Ayan, ito yung grains ng wheat. Ito yung itsura ng sorghum. So yung kulay green na yan, kulay brown. So ang nagko-contain niya ng mga grains like in rice and in corn. Another is the legume seed crops or pulses. Okay, so these pulses are leguminous plants. When we are talking about pulses, alam natin na ito ay nanggaling sa mga leguminous plants tulad ng cowpea, peanut, peas, and others. Another example is the root and tuberous crops. Alam natin na these plants are planted mainly for their swollen root or underground stem. So this is cassava, an agronomic crop planted for its tawag dito, for its swollen root. Okay? So this is part of the root of the cassava and it's mainly made up of starch and carbohydrates. So some of these are processed into food products for human consumption and others are for animal consumption. Oilseed crops, so an example of this is a sunflower and the canola. So this type of plants develop seeds which are high in oil content. So itong sunflower, tinatanim siya for its seeds and also itong canola. So ito yung example ng kanyang pod. So yung pod na yan, pag nag-ripen yan and nag-dry, it contains seeds that are rich in oil content. So dito sa atin sa Pilipinas, hindi natin ako consider si sunflowers as an agronomic crop kasi wala naman tayong plantation ng sunflower for oil purposes. So usually sa ating context, sa Philippine context, ang purpose ng sunflower sa atin ay for horticultural purposes like cut flowers and then also for tourist attraction. Sugar and sweetener crops, of course, these are plants that are planted for their sugar content. Beverage crops, these are plants that are planted to that uses, okay, the extract of these plants are being used for a beverage or drink like coffee and tea. Rubber crops, so these are crops that are plants for the production of the latex or latex. So this sap from the rubber plants are being processed into rubber. Latex and gum crops, so these are very typical plants. These plants are grown for the latex which are processed into many purposes like rubber and others like surgical tapes and other adhesives. So the dye and tannin crops, so these crops are special kind of plants that have coloring substances. Okay, they can be used for dyes. So some tannins are aromatic and they can be obtained from the barks and other plant organs of the crops. Fiber crops, so these plants are grown as sources of fiber in making textile, ropes, and others. So an example of this can be an abaca or a coconut. Pasture and forage crops. So these crops are essential varieties of plants because they are grown and managed as vegetable feed for grazing animals. So itong mga pasture and forage crops, an example of this are, for example, the napier grass. So tinatanim siya for animal consumption. So we here there is the terminology soilage and then the silage. When we say soilage, these are grasses or forage crops that are cut and directly feed to the animals. Meaning to say, parang fresh siyang hinarvest and then directly binigay siya sa animals. On the other hand naman, silage crops naman. So these are grasses that are cut and fermented served before feeding to the animals. So during the season na kung saan ay dry yung paligid, walang mga fresh na pagkukunan ng pagkain ng mga hayop. So yung practice yung pagsasilage ng mga pasture and forage crops para mabigyan ng provision ng pagkain yung mga hayop during dry season. Biofuel crops are crops that are
Tay. Tay. Tay.
is mute your microphone. Okay. So this type of crops are used for, that can be used as additive or replacement to our petroleum products. So may mga halaman na merong mga compounds na kayang maging fuel. Okay? So an example of this is the jatropha and this one is the castor. So other biofuel like yung corn, they can be source of fuel, yung kanilang mga shells. And then yung coconut din. And sa sugarcane, hindi ako gaano familiar. Anong part ng sugarcane yung can be used as a fuel? Okay, so for an exercise for this lecture, okay, number 1, coffee and tea are examples of what type of crops? Okay, correct, Paolo, beverage crops, and Christian. Okay, next. Sorry. Ay, may choices. Okay, may choices pala. So, the correct answer is the beverage crops. Next, which is not an example of an agronomic crop? Which among these four is not an example of agronomic crop? Okay. Sige. Nakuha nila yung context, no? So, sabi natin kanina, sunflower dito sa atin sa Pilipinas is hindi siya, ang function niya hindi agronomic, no? But horticultural. Okay, given na excluded yung sunflower sa choices, alin pa kaya yung hindi considered dyan na agronomic crop? Okay, very good. Tomato. So, rice can be classified as the following except. Itong ang rice daw, pwede siyang maklassify into these different parts maliban saan? A, food crop, cereal or grain crop, legume or pulse crop, and then staple crop. So meaning to say, dito sa apat na to, very good, legumes or pulses. Okay, very good. Napier grass is an example of cash crop, latex, beverage, or pasture and forage. Okay, very good. Pasture and forage. Parang hindi pa nasasabi yung tanong, may sagot na kayo Okay? Pasture and forage crops. Okay, very good. Crops that are ano daw to? Crops that are okay, sorry. May technical dito. Taray, wala pang tanong. Sige. Crops that are grown, cut, fermented, and preserved before being fed to animals, they are called silage. Okay. Okay, now let's go to our next topic, the horticultural classification of crops. So, horticulture is the science and art of the development, sustainable production, marketing, and use of high-value, intensively cultivated food or ornamental plants. Sabi dito, intensively cultivated. So kanina sa agronomic, ang cultivation niya ay extensive. Dito naman sa horticulture, intensive ang type ng cultivation. So horticultural crops are diverse, including the annual and perennial species. Pag sinabing annual, ito yung mga nabubuhay within one growing season. Yung perennial naman, it can last for several years. It also includes the fruits, the vegetables, and other decorative indoor plants. Okay? So, yung horticulture, madami siyang coverage. So, it comes from the Latin words garden and culture. Ayan, nawala yung Latin words. Girdan, okay, which means garden. So horticulture is the art and science of growing and handling fruits, nuts, vegetable, herbs, flowers, foliage, plants, woody ornamentals, and turf. So an examples of horticulture includes landscaping and gardening. So yung mga tinatanim na for landscaping and for gardening, like yung mga specimen plants and also yung mga Bermuda grass, for example, are included in horticultural crops. So these horticultural crops are referred to as garden crops. They can be annual or perennials that grow under intensive system of agriculture. So an example of this is the vegetable, fruits, spice crops, essential oil crops, ornamental crops, biocidal crops, industrial crops, and plantation crops. Okay, so let's start with the vegetable crops. So except mushroom, okay, sometimes kasi mushroom, they are considered ano, no, special type of crops. So vegetable crops are succulent edible parts such as roots, stem, leaves, and young tops. So vegetable crops, alam naman natin, ang sources niyan, they can be of leafy. So yung kanilang mga dahon, ang example ay yung mga lettuce, radish, amaranth, what else? Malunggay, ano pa bang other source ng ano, ng leafy vegetable like pechay, cabbage. Shoot vegetable, they are consumed or they are type of vegetable that are planted for their young succulent stem. Ang example niya ay asparagus, celery. So ano pa ba yung shoot vegetable natin? Okay. And then we have the pod and seed vegetable. They are generally grown for their seeds like the beans and corn. Okay. Usually yung mga pod and seed vegetables like yung ano ba, sitaw, bataw, munggo, patani. Ayan. Pod and seed vegetables. And then we have the root and bulb vegetables. So yung mga root, ang sources ang na root na vegetable ay halimbawa sweet potato, what else? Root, potato or tuber niya, potato. And then yung mga bulb crops naman, yung onion and then garlic, ayan, bulb crop. Yung carrot, root crop, okay? Crops that are grown for their flowers. Okay, example, we have the sesbanya or the katuray, and then squash, sometimes utilized for their flowers as vegetable. And then fruit vegetable, ang example nito yung ating mga karaniwang ginugulay. Ayan, eggplant, tomato, peppers, mga solanaceous crops, mga cucurbits like ampalaya, kalabasa. Yan, they are considered as fruit vegetable. So, if the vegetables are classified according to their families, we have the cole crops or the cruciferous or the Brassicaceae. Okay? Brassicaceae family or the Cruciferae. Included dito yung cabbage, cauliflower, mustard, radish, and others. Like yung mga tawag dito, cauliflower, ano pa nga, kale, Brussels sprouts, ayan. So, they are under the cole crops or crucifers or Brassicaceae family. And then we have the vegetables under the gourd family or the Cucurbitaceae. So, they are grown for their fruit like yung kondol. Ito naman, kinokonsume siya ng raw, yung cucumber and lemons, kinokonsume sila ng ripe. Pero yung melon, yung melon, pakwan, ampalaya, yung Condol, Patola, they are under the family Cucurbitaceae. And then we have the family Fabaceae or the bean family or the legumes. So ito yung mga sitaw, munggo, bataw, patani. Ayan. And then we have the lily family. Ang included dito ay asparagus, garlic, onion, solanaceous, eggplant, tomato, and potato, and also including the chili. So some mushroom are edible that are being consumed like the volbariella, and then what else? The volbariella and the tawag dito, the oyster mushroom. Okay, but there are also several other types of mushroom that are edible. So this group of crops are considered as, ano to? They are under the family Brassicaceae. Ito ay bean family Fabaceae, allium family or Amaryllidaceae. Ito yung mga mushrooms. And then, Solanaceae. So, next is pomological fruit crops. So, pag sinabi naman natin pomology, this is the study of fruit crops. Okay, the father of pomology is considered Charles Downing is considered as the father of pomology. So pomology is a branch of botany that is concerned with the study of cultivation of fruit trees, yung mga fruit crops natin. Spice crops naman, these are crops that are planted for spices like garlic, ginger, pepper, onion, turmeric, and peppers, black peppers. Essential oils naman, these crops are grown for their their oil na merong aromatic compounds like eucalyptus, peppermint, uh, lemongrass can also be included in here, lavender, what else? Essential oil crops, yung mga ano ang kanilang amoy, strong yung kanilang aroma. Ornamental crops, okay, these crops are grown primarily for decoration and landscaping. So if flowers, they are considered as cut flowers, like for example, roses, orchids, sunflower, what else? Ayun, yung mga nabibili natin na ano, na mga bunch of flowers including anthuriums. Cut foliage naman, so ito naman pag sinabing foliage, we are pertaining to leaves. So these are added to the floral decoration. Turf grasses, these ornamental crops are grown to cover the soil. So ang example nito ay Bermuda grass. We have the edge crop. So edge crops are short-statured plants that are grown to serve as barrier. So an example natin ng edge crop ay yung mga santan. So 'di ba, they have, kumbaga nagki-create sila ng edge doon sa specific area. And ano pa mga example ng ano. So pag may naisip kayong example ng edge crop, sige, you can write it in the comment box, in the chat box. Ground covers, so these are low-lying, aesthetically appealing plants grown in a landscape to suppress weed growth and control soil erosion. So again, Bermuda can be an example of a ground cover. What else? Carabao grass, yung mga aesthetic na oil, yung tawag dito, Arachis pintoy can also be considered as a ground cover. So this is an example of cut flower, cut foliage, turf grass. Ito yung mga cover crops, ay ground covers, ayan. And then these examples of the edge crop, pwedeng yung mga maliliit or pwede ding yung mga shrubby type of plants. So yung atin kasing Okay, stop share ko lang saglit and I will be checking the attendance of in this second slide kasi hanggang 40 minutes, wala kasi tayong subscription. So hanggang 40 minutes lang muna lang ang ating Zoom. So again, for this